Are you ready to enter the future of work? We'll help you get there through the Global Services Sector Project. The GSS project is a 5-year project that will provide Jamaicans with access to training and better jobs in the digital services sector, namely in knowledge process outsourcing, information technology outsourcing, and business process outsourcing. This project will empower you with the knowledge you need to flourish in digital industries and beyond. Funded by the Inter-American Development Bank, the GSS project aims to move Jamaica to create new and higher valued jobs. The project will facilitate much needed skills training and will position the island as a leader in regional digital services. The opportunities are endless.
Good morning, everyone. Great morning, everyone. Welcome to what is the third staging of the GSS Apprenticeship Week. We'll be having, of course, a series of activities for this week, celebrating our good work over the past couple of years. Let me first establish the protocols and welcome our esteemed guest this morning. Let me first welcome Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, our keynote speaker, and of course, my managing director of the Heart NSDA Trust. Mrs. Wendy Little Price, Vice President, Jamaica Promotions Corporation, and of course, the entire JAMPRO team. Mr. Egbert von Frankenberg, Chairman of the Global Services Sector Skills Council. Of course, Mrs. Marjorie Straw, Programs Director, and her entire team at the Global Service Sector Project. Of course, I must also welcome the apprentices, media, everyone. Welcome to our launch this morning. My name is Marlon Johnson, Senior Programs Director, Apprenticeship MSME Support at the Heart NSTA Trust. it's important this morning that I bring you through the value of apprenticeship for those who are new to the tool. Apprenticeship is a cost-effective workforce development strategy for employers to train and upskill their employees. The GSS project, via its Global Services Skills Council, an employer-led body to improve the skills and development system to provide the GSS, of course, the sector, with better skilled workers, particularly in the higher value segment. And that's the reason why the program, the apprenticeship component of the program includes leadership management and, of course, supervisory management. The Apprenticeship and Skills Committee of the GSSC, the industry highlighted a series of critical competencies and skill sets required. The committee formulated and outlined with those list skills areas, and of course assisted by the Heart NSTA Trust, the National Training Agency developed the program's curriculum offered today. And I said earlier, the programs are leadership management and, of course, supervisory management. The apprenticeship program slogan and dubbed PEAK. And of course, for the past couple of years, that's the slogan we use, which simply means perform to enhance and accelerate your knowledge. Because we want to, and my MD would say, we want to peak to make sure all our apprentices, all the persons in the sector are Monday morning ready. The government of Jamaica is investing or continues to invest over $15 million US under a loan agreement signed with the International Development Bank to support the development of the sector over 5 years. The project is being executed by the Jamaica Promotion, and of course, key partner Heart NSTA Trust, the Human Capital Development Agency of Jamaica, is a proud strategic partner and enabler of the GSS Apprenticeship Program. So it's a number of things involved. We at the Trust, and of course, I'm sure our colleagues at JAMPRO, we are very proud of what we have done over the past couple of years. And it's not only that, we have developed what is known as a sustainability plan, because when the project completes, the sustainability of what was implemented and where we are going now must be sustained. And I'm sure the Heart NSTA Trust would have done a lot to ensure that that is in place. But I think it's important. I'm not seeing persons, but I want to do a roll call to see who are the persons and what are the firms here. Can I see Alarico? Can I see the comments from Alarico, please? Can I see the comments from Betane, Jamaica? Can I see the comments from Simpress? Can I see the comments from Conduent Solutions? Can I see the hands? If we're in another platform, I'd say tap the screen and send me some gift. Can I see the comments from Conduent, Digicel, Sutherland Global Group, Team HGS, Teleperformance, and I'm seeing them going up. VXI Global Solution, yes, Intelsia, C4 Global Solution, and I'm seeing all the comments. Yes. So as we go along today, I want to see you comment, share your experience. Let us know how this project really increase your stocks, your human capital in your respective spaces. So to date, we have had two batches of apprentices amounting to over 200 employees in total that have graduated, having successfully completed the 12 months program. Several graduations cohorts are scheduled to be convened in 2024. So we'll have a number of graduations in 2024. But I think I've said enough this morning. It's important for me to bring in other partners. And it's in that is on that basis, let me now invite Mrs. Wendy Little Price, Vice President of Jamaica Promotions Corporation, JAMPRO. And Mrs. Little Price will highlight JAMPRO's role as executing agency and its commitment to supporting industry and GSS Apprenticeship program to enable the availability of talent for new and expanding investment. Friends, colleagues, please let Miss Little Price feel welcome. The floor is now yours, Miss Little Price. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Egbert von Frankenberg, the chairman of the Global Services Skills Council and representatives of the Global Skills Council. Mr. Anand Baradar, chairman of the Global Association of Jamaica. Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, managing director of Heart NSTA Trust. Marlon Johnson, event chair and manager from the Heart NSTA Trust. Marjorie Straw, program director of the Global Services Sector Project. Tanae Daly, communications and talent platform manager, Global Services Sector Project. GSS firms enrolled in the apprenticeship program. Trainers and other key representatives of the Heart NSTA Trust, apprentices and the GSS employees, other partners and key stakeholders, other distinguished guests and those joining online, a pleasant good morning to you all. It is my pleasure to welcome you here this morning to the virtual launch of the third staging of the GSS Apprenticeship Week. Today, we seek to celebrate our Global Services Sector Apprenticeship Program by recognizing the employers, the employees, trainers, and partners that make this initiative a success. And we are starting the week with a burst of positivity. As I come here representing the Jamaica Promotions Corporation, or JAMPRO, the executing agency with direct oversight of the implementation of the Global Services Project, I feel honored to address you all this morning. JAMPRO is proud to be associated with this apprenticeship program, a flagship training initiative of the Global Services Sector Project. The government of Jamaica is a strong proponent of the idea of converging learning and the workplace to prepare employees for the continuous and rapidly changing future of work. Through its US $15 million loan from the Inter-American Development Bank, the government of Jamaica continues to signal its commitment to providing an enabling environment conducive to investment and business growth by ensuring that firms have access to the people with the right skill sets. The global services sector remains a priority sector for the government of Jamaica. The government's investments in training will help create opportunities for all Jamaicans by tackling the barriers that keep too many Jamaicans out of the labor force and those employed from advancing the career ladder. JAMPRO has long recognized the importance of a skilled, ready pipeline of talent in attracting and retaining meaningful and high-value investments across the country's rapidly growing global digital services industries, such as business process outsourcing, information technology outsourcing, and other knowledge outsourcing. Investors seek to set up operations in Jamaica's GDS industries require a pool of highly skilled and talented professionals. And with a dependable supply of trained talent that is provided through the apprenticeship program, investors are more likely to select Jamaica as their destination of choice to support their business activities. This demonstrates that a skilled, ready pipeline of talent is essential for JAMPRO's investment promotion efforts. JAMPRO is unable to have any meaningful discussions with potential investors without indicating the skills profile of the country, the characteristics of the talent pool, and how they meet the demands of the investors looking at Jamaica to setting up their operations. Whilst training is not a part of JAMPRO's mandate, the scope of our engagement supports close collaboration and dialogue with other agencies of government, like the Human Capital Development Agency of HEART, NSTA. The apprenticeship program has been successful in bridging the skills gap within the global services sector in Jamaica, and has offered young people an opportunity to develop practical skills and gain valuable work experience, which ultimately helps them secure employment within the sector. Giving employees the opportunity to learn and grow is no longer seen as a mere benefit. It is viewed as a must-have for all companies and industries that seek to retain their employees. The truth is, employees now expect it. Job seekers and employees seek value-based companies with a corporate culture that enables lifelong learning, upskilling, and internal mobility. Apprenticeships have always played a vital role in making sure people have the right skills needed to secure employment in specific industries. The GSS Apprenticeship Program is one of the flagship training initiatives under the Skills Development for the Global Services Jamaica Initiative, geared towards creating a talent pool with the specific skills required by investors. We are pleased to see the great uptake by the industry. Approximately 3,200 employees have benefited under the program. Never in the history of the labor market has there been a clear or reliable way to understand whether people and jobs are matched in the most efficient way. This is in part attributed to the great private-public sector partnership with the involvement and leadership of the sector via the Global Skills Council, which serves as a voice of the industry to ensure the skills development framework is indeed proactive and not reactive. Through this project, we have conveyed the importance of upskilling and lifelong learning, and we will continue to develop programs geared towards addressing any skills gaps to ensure Jamaica's talent pool continues to evolve to support the dynamism associated with global services. This GSS Apprenticeship Week 2023 is a great opportunity to celebrate and promote the benefits of apprenticeships, of progressive opportunities in the GSS, and to showcase how apprenticeships work for individuals, employers, and the wider community. The theme for this Apprenticeship Week is Onwards and Upwards, Growth through Upskilling, as we encourage everyone to consider how apprenticeships can help individuals to develop the skills and knowledge required for a rewarding career, and employers to develop a workforce with future-ready skills. As a growing sector, we have and will continue to inspire the nation with engaging stories of our apprentices' progression, the increase in their confidence, in their skills, in their knowledge, and how apprenticeships have kick-started incredible careers. Our advocates will showcase the business benefits and return on investment of employing apprentices, how employers are using apprenticeships to fill skill gaps, upskill, and revitalize their workforce, ensuring that they're future-proof and future-ready. As JAMPRO joins in celebrating the Apprenticeship Week 2023, we would like to thank all the partners and key stakeholders for making this game-changer initiative a success. Let us continue to position Jamaica's global digital service sector for growth and upward mobility through upskilling to increase investments, job creation, and economic advancement for the country. Congratulations to the GSS Project Execution Unit, to Heart and STA, and to all the GSS firms and employees in the program. JAMPRO says to all of us, all the very best for your week-long celebration. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Little Price. You spoke about value-based companies that enable lifelong learning. Very important. People and jobs are much underlined. And all of this, of course, is in sync with our theme for this year: onwards and upwards growth through upskilling and, of course, reskilling. It's important for me to plug this right here, that the Heart NSTA Trust plays a critical role in this. I want to highlight the hybrid approach, because apprenticeship as a tool, persons need to understand apprenticeship as a tool, and 80% of what persons learn they learn it on the job, and 20% is done in a theoretical classroom area. This is also, apprenticeship is also enabled through contract, stipend. The apprentices are on a qualification pathway, and all these variables contribute to what Mrs. Little Price spoke to earlier, and these are critical variables to make apprenticeship valued, and of course us meeting our targets. I now invite Mr. Egbert van Frankenberg, Chairman of the Global Skills Council, to provide an overview of the role of the GSSC and the great work it has done in identifying the skills gaps for Jamaica, GSS, and more specifically, the support to the apprenticeship program. The floor is now yours, Mr. Von Frankenberg.
Good morning, Marlon, and thank you, and good morning, everyone. All protocols observed. A pleasant good morning to you all. I've been asked to bring greetings on behalf of the Global Service Skills Council, the GSSC. For those who may not know what that is, the GSSC is the industry-led body established in 2019 with the responsibility to ensure adequate availability of skilled labor that exists and boost growth and productivity in Jamaica's global service sector. Now, with that in mind, I'm sure you understand and would appreciate the sincere delight we feel to see yet another successful staging of the GSS Apprenticeship Week, which commemorates the great work done by our apprentices, their employers, and the trainers who all continue playing a critical role in the success of this program. Congratulations to you all. Let me use this opportunity as well to applaud the GSS PEU and Heart NSTA Trust team for their administrative management, which has and continues to ensure successful delivery of this program. Most employers at some point experience difficulties recruiting staff with the right skills. Some suffer from skills shortage all the time. Such shortages have had a damning effect on productivity and profitability, which is one of the reasons why our Sector Skills Council was created. As a council, we recognize that with digital transformation, advances in technology, and evolution in the workplace, amongst other factors, the way of work and how we work are changing, with the skills required for many jobs functions that are changing all the time. What this has influenced is a significant change in employers' approach to recruiting, placing a higher focus on skills and the need to invest in upskilling and reskilling to retain staff and attain productivity. The apprenticeship program launched in 2020 allows GSS firms to upskill their employees into new areas of management and provide the employees with the necessary training to fill supervisory and managerial roles. The GSS still remains the fastest growing employment generator in Jamaica. And with fast growth comes the need for mid to senior level qualified employees to assume leadership roles. The GSS is one such industry that is renowned and proud of hiring from within the sector. As such, a readily available cadre of trained professionals is needed for such new and emerging roles. The GSS is pleased with the role it has played in enabling a framework that helps to mitigate the imbalances between skills supply and demand by influencing the development and delivery of training programs tailored to the needs of the sector. The development of an industry skills upgrade strategy, which identified leadership and management as a critical skill area in demand, influenced the development of that track offer in 2022, the reception of which has been very great. The reviews from firms in the sector thus far has been positive. Employees have been promoted up upon completion of the training. Employees are happy to be able to attain training with the industry recognized certifications. And employers are noticing a change in attitude, increased productivity, and performance management. All of these points are a win for Jamaica's GSS sector. Thank you for inviting me to bring greetings on behalf of the GSSC to all apprentices, GSS firms, and partners of the sectors. Onwards and upwards we go. All the best for the activities planned for the 2023 Apprenticeship Week.
Thank you so much, Mr. Von Frankenberg, who spoke about how much the training would have changed attitudes and, of course, increased productivity. Mr. Von Frankenberg also spoke about the fact that this model is a framework, and it's a framework employed by the GSS sector, but can be also used for other sectors. And this is those are some critical points, because the GSS and what it is, it's really a framework, and it's a framework, industrial-led framework that we can employ in other sectors. Thank you again so much, Mr. Von Frankenberg. I now invite Miss Tani Daly, who will give an overview of the GAW, Global Apprenticeship Week 2023 activities and competition. Ms. Daly will provide an overview of the GSS Apprenticeship Week and the varying activities one can participate in. Tani will charge the audience, public, to get in the know about critical GSS resources to aid their professional development. Thank you. The floor is now yours, Ms. Daly.
Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, with all protocols observed, good morning. I bring you greetings on behalf of the Project Executing Unit of the GSS project, and the team is so excited to usher in the celebrations for GSS Apprenticeship Week 2023. This week is intended to reflect on the successes of the apprenticeship program and highlight its impact, while also shining a light on our participating firms and, of course, our wonderful apprentices. As we examine the theme, Onwards and Upwards, Growth Through Upskilling, we hope to celebrate the accomplishments of all apprentices in the program thus far and encourage you to continue to work hard, stay focused, and invest in lifelong learning and of course, to keep moving onwards and upwards. We officially launched the week during this session. We have a week of exciting events and activities planned for both our participating firms and our apprentices, and we are looking forward to your support for each session. Allow me to give you a synopsis of what you can look forward to this week. Tomorrow, August 15th, we will host our industry roundtable session at 11 a.m., where we will hear from our participating firms as representatives of the industry to share their thoughts on apprenticeships and the success and impact they have seen at their respective firms as a result of the program. We switch gears to focus on our apprentices as we host the Ask an Apprentice live session on Wednesday, August 16th, beginning at 6 p.m., where we will hear from a few of our apprentices as they share their personal experiences and thoughts on the program. Now, both these events will be streamed live on our social media pages on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube at Global Services Sector Jamaica. On Thursday and Friday, we have special sessions just for our apprentices, beginning with our apprentice kickback on Thursday, which will be a closed group session on Zoom from 12 p.m. for all our apprentices, as we have an open discussion on expectations for life after the program, their life goals, and life after training. We will be having Nadine Burrows Siaga, a mindset and leadership coach. So come with your questions as we seek to empower you to plan your next steps. We'll then end the week on a high with our signature Zoom party and fun day on Friday, August 18th from 12 p.m. And this is where you or apprentices, you can unwind, relax, take a moment to celebrate with your peers. We'll have games and activities, a virtual photo booth, music, and of course, lots of prizes to be won. And this session will be hosted by content creator Rushcam. You can't afford to miss it. It promises to be a very fun and interactive session. We'll also announce the winners of our Apprenticeship Week competitions. And on that note, it is my pleasure to formally launch our video competition and online scavenger hunt. Firstly, for our video competition, firms involved in the apprenticeship program will compete against each other for the chance to win the GSS Apprenticeship Week 2023 trophy. Now, some of our firms have submitted their videos, and these videos will be posted to the GSS social media pages today for users to vote for their favorite videos by liking the post. Voting will end on Thursday at 7 p.m. The winners will be announced on Friday during our Zoom party and will also be posted on social media. Now, firms were tasked with creating a video highlighting their participation and journey in the GSS apprenticeship program. They needed to tell us why they decided to join the 2023 program, how the training is helping to enhance the skills of their employees, success of the program for the employees, and their growth thus far. One firm will be selected as the winner of the GSS Apprenticeship Week 2023 trophy. The winning video will be determined by votes made by social media users through the cumulative number of likes on the video posted on the GSS social media pages. That's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So please look out for the videos on our pages today and start voting for your favorites to win. You can find us at Global Services Sector Jamaica on Facebook and LinkedIn, at GSS Jamaica on Instagram, and at GSS Jamaica 1 on Twitter. Now for our apprentices, we have a special competition for you to win individual prizes. We have your choice of Amazon gift cards, local spa and restaurant vouchers up for grabs at different values. For our top 3 winners, plus a package of branded items for others in the top 10. So we have lots of prizes just waiting to be won. So apprentices, please make sure that you enter. The scavenger hunt also begins today and will continue until Thursday. Apprentices from all participating firms in the 2023 cohort can enter by sending us the answers to the clues posted on our social media pages. You can submit your answers or photos of the items each day to earn points. You can just send us a direct message on our social media pages. And on the final day, Thursday, you must submit the answer to the last clue, and we will then tally all the points for each person who participated to determine the top 3 winners for the top 3 prizes, as well as the additional top 10 for consolation prizes. The winners, as I mentioned, will be announced during our Zoom party on Friday, so I am looking forward to seeing all our apprentices there. And I must say that last year, it was IBEX who took the top prize for our video competition, and apprentices from National Credit Adjusters, Conduent, and IBEX won prizes in the scavenger hunt. So who will be on top this year to win the Apprenticeship Week 2023 trophy? Only time will tell, but good luck to all the firms and apprentices respectively, and I am looking forward to seeing all the winners and of course looking forward to a great week overall. Before I close, I just want to take an additional minute to remind our audience and viewers about our GSS resources intended to aid your professional development. We have the GSS Career Pathway Framework. We refer to it as the CPF, that can help you learn more about roles in the industry and help you plan your career. Our GSS CPF is an interactive tool that uses career maps to show you what a typical career in the industry looks like, and we have over 160 examples of possible job roles over 4 career pathways: BPO, business process outsourcing; KPO, knowledge process outsourcing; ITO, information technology outsourcing; and digital media. Now, the CPF offers detailed job descriptions and salary scales for a range of job roles in the industry. It also shows critical work functions, key tasks, skills, competencies required for each job, as well as training options. It allows you to take a self-assessment test using the RISEC model, which will help you to determine which career path best suits you. You can also get one-on-one guidance from our career advisors to help you on your professional journey and, of course, provide the help that you need. And all of this is available to you for free once you sign up on the CPF at mygsscareerpathway.gov.jm. And once you are clearer about your career path, you can then head over to the GSS Talent Hub to view our job board with industry vacancies, explore industry recommended short courses to help you stand out as a candidate, in addition to our career resources, including videos, blogs, infographics, and more, with tips for creating a winning resume, acing an interview, writing your cover letter, getting a promotion, communicating effectively, building on your soft skills, and much more. We have weekly content that we put out to help you put your best foot forward so that you can truly move onwards and upwards. You can follow us on LinkedIn. Just search for the GSS Talent Hub. Thank you, everyone. I am looking forward to your support for each session as we gear up for a wonderful week. Over to you, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you very much, Miss Daly. You're indeed a wealth of information. I'm sure, based on what you said earlier, we all are looking forward to the week of activities. And I was wondering if anybody here who will win. I'm looking forward to the winners come Friday. I do intend to join the party if time allows. I think it's important again for me to do another roll call because I want to engage the persons who we have here. I want to see Alarica. Anybody here from Alarica? I need to see your comments. I need to see the emojis, whatever it is you can put in the chat. Anybody here from Alarica? Anybody here? Not seen Alarica. Anybody here from Bethune? Yes, I'm seeing. Yes, Miss Swaby. Anybody here from Bethune, Jamaica? Need to see somebody here from Bethune, Jamaica. Anybody here from Simpress? Not seen anybody from Simpress. Simpress, are you here? Anybody here from CNX Services? I need to see the persons, the emojis, and all the things we use. Anybody here from Conduent Solutions? Conduent, beautiful. Miss Swaby, Conduent, okay. Digicel, anybody here from Digicel? Am I seeing anybody from Digicel, Jamaica? Anybody from Digicel? Anybody from Sutherland Group? And of course, Team HGS. Anybody from Teleperformance? I'm not seeing them. Anybody from Total Credit Services? I'm sure I see somebody from VXI. And of course, Intelsia. Anybody from IBEX? IBEX is the winning group. VXI Global, I'm seeing you. Anybody from IBEX? Anybody from NCA? Anybody from Seafood? Oh, Sutherland, I'm seeing you. That Casino. Anybody from CNX, NCA, United Call? Anybody from United Call? I'm sure, please put in the chat there how the program would have helped you. And some persons have gotten promotions, which means more money in your pockets. It's now time for me to introduce our keynote speaker, and of course, my managing director, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, who will speak on life after apprenticeship, which will be a look at the Heart NSTA commitment to strengthening the talent pool via apprenticeship, and a charge to the apprentices on how to navigate life after training. Just to read a short bio of Dr. Ingleton. Dr. Ingleton is the managing director of the Heart NSTA Trust, Jamaica's leading human capital development agency. Prior to this appointment, Dr. Ingleton would have served as Vice President of Administration at the university and University Registrar at the Caribbean Maritime University. In this capacity, Dr. Ingleton had responsibilities for human resources, student administration services, legal services, marketing and communication, security, general services, and the secretariat. She served as the Chief Operations Officer at the university and was in charge of all university functions. Immediately prior to this appointment, Dr. Ingleton served for 7 years at the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information. For four of those years, she served as Director Principal for the National College for Education Leadership as the Director of Programs for 3 years. Dr. Ingleton is an author, educator, leadership development program designer, researcher, and competency framework consultant. She has collaborated with private and public sector entities nationally and internationally, and has building and led high performance teams. Dr. Ingleton is a motivational and sought after keynote speaker on matters related to leadership development, creating a culture of continuous improvement. We spoke about lifelong learning earlier, authenticity, and personal and professional achievement. These skill sets, coupled with her leadership at the training agency makes her more than qualified to address the audience at today's launch. Colleagues, friends, apprentices, please let my boss, Dr. Inkerton, feel welcome. Dr. Inkerton, the floor is now yours.
Thank you so much for your kind introductions, Mr. Marlon Johnson. Good morning, everyone. I am delighted to be part of the launch of this exciting GSS Apprenticeship Week and to represent HEART NSTA's work in this vital global services sector, which in our view is a vector industry that is creating broad, but not only broad, exponential impact on the livelihoods of individuals, families, and communities. Additionally, you would agree with me that this sector is bringing force, it's bringing momentum to accelerate the growth and development of Jamaica's digital economy. And in many respects, the GSS Jamaica typifies the bold, skilled, connected vision of digital transformation exposed by Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, or Honorable Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for skills and digital transformation. And so I pay due respect to Minister Dixon and the policy support she brings to HEART NSTA Trust in general, and specifically to this industry, which has been such an effective incubator for apprenticeship and employment for the masses of Jamaica's youth. Please allow me at this time to recognize the president of JAMPRO, Mrs. Shillette Cox, with whom we have had very fruitful collaborations over the years, and these collaborations accelerated in 2019. I also want to acknowledge Mrs. Wendy Little Price. We heard from her earlier, the vice president of JAMPRO. Miss Marjorie Straw presented the upskilling and apprenticeship models of the GSS project to the HEART team, and we have not looked back since. And with the strong support of the Inter-American Development, we remain committed to the successful completion of this project. And might I add, for the successor programs that will come as well. I also acknowledge the invaluable contribution of the chairman of the Global Services Skills Council, Mr. Egbert von Frankenberg. We heard from him earlier. So let me now turn to industry to offer my congratulations to the Global Services Association of Jamaica and its president, Anand Biradar, for the tremendous thought leadership and hard work to scale and grow this industry, which had its genesis as the Business Process Outsourcing Industry Association of Jamaica, the BPIJ, back in 2012. The pioneering work in the BPIJ by Yoni Epstein and his continuing work in the sector will be recognized in the National Honors on Heroes Day with the conferral of the Commander of the Order of Distinction. Isn't that awesome? So HEART NSTA celebrates this achievement with Yoni, and we applaud the other leaders and players in the sector, among whom is the outstanding Gloria Henry. And Gloria has been such a dynamo and influential thought leader for the sector, and I am proud to claim her as the distinguished member of the HEART NSTA Board of Directors. So let us look a little bit at HEART NSTA Trust and its work with apprenticeship. Now, apprenticeship is in the DNA of HEART. HEART wants to put on record its sincere appreciation for the partnership of all the firms in the global services sector. And I heard Mr. Marlon asking you earlier on to identify yourselves. These are mainly young people. We have a lot of individuals in the sector who would have done quite a lot of work, and we're very, very proud of their efforts. We have young people who are earning and securing their livelihoods as knowledge workers in a growing digital economy. And so in 2020, when we partnered with JAMPRO and the IDB to pilot the GSS Apprenticeship Program, we enrolled 143 apprentices. In the ensuing years, 2021, 2022, and now 2023, we have achieved an annual average enrollment of 1,072 apprentices, And since 2020, the GSS Apprenticeship Program has enrolled 3,539 apprentices. What makes this achievement even more remarkable is that these jobs are higher value chain jobs in leadership and general management, as well as in supervisory management. Now, this is neither new nor is it uncommon for the Heart NSTA Trust, and I do have valid reasons for saying this. Facilitating apprenticeships and industry partnerships is deep in the founding DNA of Heart. This was the premise, I would say, upon which the agency was founded in 1982 by the late Prime Minister Edward Seaga as a lifeline for school leavers in an economy then decimated by the turbulence and brain drain of the 1970s and early 80s. So Heart really started as a national apprenticeship program. The School Leavers Training Opportunities Program, what we refer to as the SL Top, was the sole program of Heart when it started. It entailed a close collaboration between the agency and the Ministry of Education to recruit, to prepare, and to place and fund high school graduates with a stipend for the period of their training or their apprenticeship. The SL Top program has been one of the most successful programs of Heart, consistently resulting in up to 9 out of every 10 apprentices being hired into full employment on the job. With the service merger in 2019, with the National Youth Service and the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning, as well as the Apprenticeship Board, we have expanded our array of work-based learning and apprenticeship programs, which are consolidated into 4 categories. These are the entry, intermediate, advanced, and proficient. In addition to SL Tops, Heart NSTA runs the Registered Apprenticeship Program, the RAP, which as of July 25 has enrolled 2,861 learners. The agency also places tertiary graduates from our universities and our colleges into apprenticeship programs through the Graduate Work Experience Program. That's the GWEP, you may all know it as. 96 graduates are currently enrolled in the program. The HOPE National Service Corps Program, targeting at-risk youth, has been revived with 1,524 learners currently enrolled, and the special needs community is also served by the Empowerment Program, which places persons with disabilities in the workforce. And so what this says about Heart NSTA is that we know how to make a success of apprenticeship programs. We have been doing it for over 40 years, and we have some of the world's best training and career development facilitators who understand the idiom of business and respect and the value of industry partnerships. We are at the heart of Jamaica's digital economy, accelerating people, upskilling, and value for GSS success. And in this regard, we can confidently say we bring value to the GSS playbook. Here are 2 considerations for executing the GSS playbook. Let us capitalize on what we have built. GSS Jamaica is the undisputed regional leader in the tech space. Likewise, Heart NSTA is the regional TVET standard. There's absolutely no debate around that. This makes us a perfect match to combine our knowledge, our skills, and resources to train and to employ increasing numbers of Jamaicans who will move the sector to the next best version of itself, and in so doing, spur the pace of Jamaica's digital transformation. It is my view that GSS Jamaica has attained critical mass and proof of concept that this industry is a winning game changer for our economy. I think the time is now right to consider a co-branding and public education campaign to not only attract and recruit more apprentices, but to lift the profile of our partnership in demonstration to all stakeholders locally and internationally of what we have built and of the amazing future to come. And so at this time, Mr. Marlon, you know, I am proud to announce that the Heart and SDA Trust, we have commissioned rather an apprenticeship committee to ensure that these things happen, to raise the profile of our partnership in demonstration to all our stakeholders locally and internationally. Let us achieve global competitiveness for GSS Jamaica. I see global competitiveness through three prisms. Those are business success, business sustainability, and business scalability. For your businesses, success means accessing and winning new customers and markets. For the government, it means stimulating the economy and creating new opportunities for the people. In this Heart, NSDA can confidently say we bring value to the GSS playbook. Sustainability for you means creating and maintaining predictable processes, such as the quality inputs of training, apprenticeship, and value adding employment and retraining. And for the government, this means increased public interest and trust in our product, programs, and services. This is where Heart and SDA can confidently say we bring value to the GSS playbook. Scalability for the sector means expansion and growth by attracting new investments and financing. And for the government, it means economic growth and job creation. Heart and SDA Trust is mandated to facilitate job placements. And so it is important that we throw our full weight behind this sector. And in this, we can also confidently say that we bring value to the GSS playbook. I hope this provides you with some insight into the mind of Heart as we consider, as we plan, and as we strategize on how to optimize our services to the global services sector. One of the areas of continuous review and improvement for us is the quality factor, Mr. Marlon, in apprenticeships. Quality apprenticeships rely on social dialogue and a robust regulatory framework, which we have in the amended Heart legislation. Historically, apprenticeships have been considered primarily as a means of facilitating the school-to-work transition for young people. This has substantially evolved in the context of our fast-changing world, where apprenticeship models are now more focused on empowering both youth and older workers to acquire new skills, reskill, and upskill throughout their working lives. Heart and SDA Trust's philosophy and practice pivots on apprenticeship models that are designed to reduce skills mismatch and enhance the productivity and competitiveness of enterprises while contributing to the lowering of youth unemployment. Now in Jamaica, youth is defined as persons between the ages of 15 and 29, and young people make up almost 28%. That's approximately 759,000 of the overall population. It therefore stands to reason that Jamaica must have a robust youth engagement policy with an array of apprenticeship models and opportunities to meet the needs of our youthful population. Heart's training and services are 99% aligned to the demands of the labor market. And I want to repeat that. Heart's training and services are 99% aligned to the demands of the labor market, and we serve every sector of the Jamaican economy. We have known for a long time that digital literacy and digital skills are absolutely required to do just about any job. We also know that digitally literate and skilled workers are faster learners who are better enabled to demonstrate the key life competencies of creative and critical thinking, learning to learn, communication, collaboration, and social responsibilities. Gone are the days when knowledge workers would be seen as those who worked with computers and other digital tools. If you should really think about it, every worker in the world today must be a knowledge worker. And I'm happy to share with this audience that digital literacy is a core unit in all HEART training and employability programs and has been infused in the competency-based education and training curricula and STEAM programs. The next frontier for HEART and STA is to catalyze a digitally liberated citizenry, which uses technology confidently to organize data, find, use, and evaluate information, to create content, to communicate, and to participate in the online environment, and also to manage their online and personal identity and security. This is a formidable yet not insurmountable challenge, and HEART is counting on the support of the GSS to accelerate the entire Jamaican labor force in this digitalized world. HEART and STA's GSSJ charting a digital future together. We know that Jamaica's digital future is now. Charting a critical path forward requires an acceleration of new and emerging modes of learning, not just in our classrooms and our TVET labs, but even more profoundly into homes and remote places in rural Jamaica where no Jamaican youth can be left behind. Our digital future is now. We need the best cutting-edge technologies in distant learning, powered by a robust broadband, so that every Jamaican can learn anywhere and anytime and be able to access more open education resources. We need flipped classrooms where learners can receive knowledge online at home and practice skills in the workplace. We need to also consider gamification, using game incentive schemes to increase motivation to learn, especially among our boys and our younger men. We also need simulation technology to model work environments in digital spaces. Our digital future is now. These are all areas of learning that the International Labour Organization and UNESCO are putting forward for our countries, notwithstanding where they fall on the digital continuum. These enhanced learning modalities will excite Jamaica's youth, and HEART and STA wants to be on the vanguard of bringing this digital future to them. So in closing, I refer to the statement at the start of my presentation where I located HEART at the core of Jamaica's digital economy and our mission to accelerate people upskilling and value for GSS success. Intrinsic in this declaration is the reminder that people are at the heart of strategy, the business, the technologies, the systems, the learning modalities, especially in the field of global services, where we are designed to deliver a human service that no machine or artificial intelligence can truly replace. So let us talk a little about navigating life after apprenticeship. So my apprentices on the platform, please stay hungry for knowledge. Never stop learning. Seek out new challenges. Attend workshops and pursue additional certifications. The more you know, the more valuable you become. Embrace resilience. Certainly there will be obstacles along the way, but do not let these obstacles deter you. Embrace failure as part of the journey to success and learn from your mistakes so you can bounce back stronger. Build a strong network. Your fellow apprentices, your mentors, and colleagues are invaluable resources. Nurture these connections, for they will open doors and provide support when you need it the most. As I conclude, I leave you with the words of the poet Robert Frost. I took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Embrace the unique journey you are on, for it will lead you to heights you never imagined. As we observe GSS Jamaica Apprenticeship Week 2023, we are acknowledging a tried and proven work-based training methodology that has produced thousands of remarkable, highly skilled workers and professionals over the years. If we should look at the 2021 Heart NSTA's annual report, we featured the remarkable story of Karine Phillips Brown, a chartered accountant and assistant corporate controller at ACT Advanced Call Center Solutions in Montego Bay. Karine entered the workforce in 1994. She was placed as a hard school leaver trainee fresh out of the Mannings High School in the payroll department at Jacktar Village Hotel. Surrounded by the perfect environment to learn and to match her passion for accounts, she started studying for the ACC accounting qualifications and completed her studies to become a chartered accountant. She later entered the global services sector, where she worked for 10 years in the accounts department of the Xerox affiliate, ACS Solutions, and was headhunted by ACT, where she quickly moved up the ranks to become ACT's assistant controller with responsibility for Jamaica, Guatemala, and parts of the United States. In her own words, Karine said, "I knew from an early age I wanted to be an accountant. But you know, people will not hire you without experience. Hard placed me in the field I loved and contributed a lot to my success." Indeed, that is an inspiring story. The GSS Jamaica Apprenticeship Project epitomizes the spirit and the intent to reach other Karines out there in the labor pool of naturally gifted and talented Jamaicans. Our mission at Heart NSTA is clear. We are in this for the long haul. We are investing in the future of succeeding generations. For Heart, failure is not an option. My best wishes for a successful GSS Apprenticeship Week 2023. Heart NSTA is committed to playing its part in this remarkable initiative. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Ingleton, for your wise words. And your words fit squarely in the theme, onwards and upwards, growth through upskilling. You spoke to the fact that the trust are pioneers. We are pioneers of apprenticeship through the Heart Act of 1982 through our SLDOC program, the first program Heart started. We spoke to the fact that we must capitalize on what we have built. You spoke to global competitiveness and how we should, and that means business success and of course business scalability. You spoke to life of the apprenticeship and the fact that the youngsters and the apprentices must stay hungry for knowledge and of course develop first and leverage their network. Thank you so much for your charge this morning, and I'm sure the apprentices will employ, and of course they have absorbed, and the entire ecosystem would have absorbed your message to us this morning. I just want to, before we close, I want to again echo the activities for this week. Again, the week has officially been launched this morning. On Tuesday, the 15th, we have our industry round table. On Wednesday, we have on August 16th, we have Ask the Apprentices, Facebook Live, and 2 closed sessions. On August 17th, we have a motivational learning line session, and of course, but we're all looking forward to the Zoom party on Friday. So we're looking forward to all and the entire week's activity. It's important for me to charge the apprentices and every single person's, please. Ms. Daly spoke about the things you can leverage, the CPF, and of course, the Talent Hub. Go on them, leverage them. But also follow the GSS platforms on your new media. Follow the Heart Trust platforms. Because when you follow Heart and Estate Trust on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all the other platforms, you have a wealth, you have access to a wealth of information. But I want you to also follow the GSS Jamaica on Instagram, Facebook, and all the platforms, because we must use these tools to our advantage. I want to also thank all the guest speakers. Of course, Mrs. Wendy Little Price, Vice President of JAMPRO, Jamaica Promotions Corporation, Mr. Egbert Van Frankenberg, Chairman of the Global Services Skills Council, Ms. Tanae Daly, and of course, our keynote speaker, Dr. Tanisha Ingleton, the Managing Director of the Heart NHTA Trust. But I want to generally thank the entire JAMPRO team for working with the Trust and for the collaboration for this project and many other projects. I want to thank the Heart NHTA Trust team. I'm sure I have some team members here. I saw Ronique, I saw Dr. Romonde, and all the other team members on the platform. Really, really appreciate you guys. Of course, I want to thank the GSS project team, Mrs. Straw, and all her team members. The apprentices, without this, we could not do. Without you guys, we could not do. We would not be here in the first place. Thank you, everyone. We look forward to a very productive and fruitful week as we full and enjoy our accomplishment in the apprenticeship sector. Thank you very much. All the best, and have a very productive week. It was indeed my pleasure to be your host this morning. Have a very productive week. All the best. Thank you.